Hey there, Brett here with Quarter Properties, your Myrtle Beach area real estate expert. And today I want to hop on here and chat with you about whether or not it makes sense to work with a busy real estate agent. We just had this report come out that shows our numbers for this past year across the National Association of Realtors. And it's really interesting to take a look at. And shocking in some ways, but when you take a look at the number of transactions that the average real estate agent is closing, I mean, look at this. This past year, 0 transactions. 71.1% of the realtors closed 0 transactions. Almost 1 million. And then you look at the 1 to 4, another almost 200,000 folks. So around 1.1 million closed less than 4 deals in a year. So, total on this list is 1.3 million, So there are a lot of folks out there that are just not doing any transactions and then just doing just a few. So it's really important when you start to think about who you're going to work with, are they closing transactions? Are they helping folks? Are they helping folks accomplish their goals? And are they able to and competent to help people accomplish their goals? So to give you an idea, I closed 55 this past year. So I'm kind of in that second tier there. So out of 1.3 million agents, there was 6,700 plus that closed in that range. So 0.5%. Am I a busy agent? I think I stay pretty busy. But there's pros and cons to working with a busy agent. So what are those? When you look at the pros, well, you would hope, if they're in the top, 0.1% of agents, that they are competent, knowledgeable, competent, since they're helping so many folks out. Well, some of the pros, they are, and I am, actively negotiating contracts and offers. So, and this is really important because if you're not actively negotiating contracts on a weekly basis, it's something that you can get rusty on. You can miss things. I mean, our contracts are pages upon pages upon pages. And, if someone's not constantly looking at them on a daily and weekly basis and having to go through and negotiate on these terms, something can easily be missed. So that is one huge piece there, is they're actively negotiating contracts. They're kind of maybe used to and accustomed to what is getting accepted versus not getting accepted, and some things you can get out of, folks, and you can't. So that is one of the big pros. Hopefully they're staying up to date with their marketing. It's not something like, hey, they didn't close any transactions last year, and now all of a sudden they're going to list your house and they need to kind of come up with their marketing plan. No. Hopefully they're up to date with the latest marketing if they're closing a good number of transactions, and it's not going to be hard work for them to, get the photographer or the drone footage or certain things lined up. Like they're ready to go with their marketing. Their social media presence is there. It's going to be easy for them to just, add you and work you into what they've already got going on. They probably have a large database, like we've got thousands upon thousands of people that in our database that we built over the many years. There's a good chance they might already have a buyer and or a seller pool, depending on what you're looking to do. So there's a lot of good pros there. Also vendor resources, someone who's actively involved in the market, helping to list houses. Probably has, hey, yours needs pressure washed. Okay, hey, we can get Paul over here for you. Yours needs some paint touch up. Okay, we've got Alex and his crew that we can put you in touch with, So they probably got an active vendor resource that could help you out as well. So there's a lot of pros to working with someone who stays busy, but there's definitely a, potential con, and that would be, are they too busy to help you the way that you need to be helped? So that would be the primary potential big con is, someone that stays really, really, really busy, can they help you the way that you're looking to be helped? So there's definitely a few questions that you'd want to ask them, a busy agent, if they're in this top 0.1%, say, hey, do you have a team? What's your team look like? What kind of support do you have? Like when we get you under contract, we have a closing coordinator that does a great job at taking over and making sure we lead to a smooth closing. Like for our, listing photos, we've got a great partnership with Lighthouse Visuals, so hey, what's your team look like that's going to help you and support you? You might want to ask them, hey, what do you think is a reasonable response time? Hey, if I message you, how long would it take for you to get back in touch with me? So what's a reasonable time? Is it 2 hours? Is it 4 hours? Is it 2 days? What's your response time look like? What can we agree upon? And then also like, hey, are you available on weekends? Are you available on evenings? If you're a buyer and a house comes available at 4 p.m. and you're in an active market like we are, well, hey, are you going to be able to show me that house at 6 or 7 o'clock tonight after I get off work? Or hey, my only day off is Saturdays. Are you going to be able to show me houses on Saturdays? Sunday mornings, I tend to be at church with the family and we have dinner afterwards. But hey, Sunday afternoon, do we want to see some houses? So, so those are some questions that you'll want to go through and ask your agent up front, whether you're buying or selling, just to make sure that, hey, they may stay busy, which is great. It's got a lot of good pros, but are they going to have enough time to dedicate to help you out the way that you deserve to be helped? So, okay. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you're interested in keeping up with more Myrtle Beach area and or just real estate in general tips and advice, statistics, those kind of things, please click the subscribe button. We've got ways that we can help you today. If you are interested in Myrtle Beach area real estate, we've got the easiest way to shop Myrtle Beach area real estate in the link below in the description. If you want to keep up with your home value, we've got a link there where you can keep up with your local home value if you're thinking about potentially selling at some point, or you just like the information that comes with that report. But if you do want to chat about buying and or selling, my email address and my phone number are right there in the description, and we will be talking to you soon.